Hey y'all, it's Hunter Elliott, rangehot.com. Hope everybody's doing well. This afternoon I want to talk to you about this high-speed gear battle belt that I got a few months ago. Now if you'll check back to rangehot.com a few months ago, you'll see that I wrote an article where we went to Swansboro, North Carolina and actually toured the high-speed gear plant. Got to see how they manufactured their battle belts, their magazine tacos, all that sort of stuff. While we were there, we actually assembled our own battle belts that we used the next day for the SIG Media Day. High-speed gear being gracious, they allowed us to take those battle belts home, kind of put them through their paces, and that's where I'm at with it right now. So I want to talk to you a little bit about this belt. As always, now there's going to be an article on rangehot.com that's got a lot more of the technical specifications. This is just a video overview, but go through some of the tech specs here real quick so we can bring you up to speed. Now the actual main, what I'm going to call the spine, the bones of the system, is this laser cut sure grip battle belt. And when I say laser cut, what I mean is it's actually cut to allow you to weave an inner belt, like a rigger's belt, into this outer belt. And what that allows you to do is not only get some good adjustment on it to where get it fit like you want, but it allows you to where the outer belt is compatible with MOLLE, and now you've got an inner belt woven that is compatible with any kind of belt mounted magazine carriers or holsters or whatever. So if you've already got your favorite holster, mag carrier, and it's only compatible with belt mounted, high-speed gear's got you good to go. If you're running MOLLE, no problem. The outer belt is compatible with MOLLE. So you've got options on top of options. Now, the back of this, they call it sure grip because it's actually got a padded neoprene backing plate, so to speak. And not only does that provide you with some lumbar support as well as some comfort, it kind of helps keep this belt from slipping around. So once you snap it on like you got it, it stays in place pretty good. Now, I've been running this, like I say, since we got it. I've shot a couple local pistol matches. I've been doing a lot of training, dry fire drills, magazine changes, pistol changes, you know the deal. And yeah, man, it's held up very well. Now you can see here I got a couple magazine tacos, what they call the taco. It's a magazine carrier, and it's made from the same material that the battle belt is made from. It's a 1000D Cordura, but this has actually got shock cord holding it together, and then the MOLLE polymer brackets. And so the shock cord gives the tacos some flexibility in, out, back, and forth. So you can see here I'm running some SIG magazines, but I've got a Glock 17 mag here, so that slips right out. 17 mag slips right in. And basically what that allows you to do is, as long as you're running like a double stack mag or whatever, you don't have to buy a specific magazine carrier. So here again, you've got options on top of options, which in my opinion is good to go. Now they also make a polymer taco, and the only difference is it's not made out of the Cordura, it's actually made out of a polymer. And here again, though it's listed as a magazine carrier, I've got a Surefire flashlight stuffed in it, just kind of showing you the different in functionality. But you know, I can pull the flashlight out, mount a little magazine right there, here, whatever. You can configure the belt to ever how you want to. So I'll tell you what I have learned since I started running this. Now I've been shooting pistol matches for a while now, and I mean, I kind of hate to admit this on camera, but you know what, we're all friends here. I kind of cobbled together my rig that I was running matches with. You know, I had a leather belt, well, this kind of holster over here, I had a mag carrier here, and you know what, it functioned fine, it was okay, it worked like it was supposed to. But once I swapped over to a piece of dedicated gear that was designed for a specific function, man, it made all the difference in the world. So there is something to be said about going with a company that professionally builds this sort of battle belt. And it's not good just for, you know, going out and shooting some matches. They make a lot of stuff to support law enforcement, military. You know, they've got handcuff carriers, they've got places to attach med kits, all that sort of stuff. So it's not just designed for, you know, the competitive shooter or the man to go out there and spend a day at the range. They cater very heavily to law enforcement and military. You know, a lot of veterans work at high-speed gear, so there's a lot of pride that goes into the aspect of that company, which in my opinion makes it worthwhile to support them, not only because they build a fantastic product. So anyway, that's kind of the long and the short of it. You know, you'll notice here I've got my double magazine taco here, and it works just fine. Here I got a combo which allows me to run a rifle magazine in the back and a pistol magazine in the front, and that allows me to add 2 more mags to my battle belt, but I'm saving on real estate. So If you're thinking about upgrading or updating or changing out your duty belt, your first responder belt, or just whatever you take and shoot your matches with, I would encourage you just to go over to High Speed Gear's website. Take a look at what they got. Now, I'm going to be straight with you. They make a lot of stuff. So when you first get there, it may be a little bit overwhelming, but don't freak out. Everything is very well photographed. Everything is very well described. How you fit the belts, all that sort of stuff. So just kind of take your time, slowly sift through it and digest it, and it's going to become pretty clear to you. I mean, it is for me, and let me tell you something, y'all. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So I really don't have enough good things to say about them. I'm very impressed with this gear, especially now that I've had a lot of time to work with it and run with it. Now, something else I'd like to point out here, when we did the Sig Media Day, you know, they set this up to holster the Sig P320. You'll look back, and I brought my own P320. So when I got home, I didn't have to change anything on my battle belt. I just pressed it right back into service immediately, which was pretty good for me. Now, I have grown very, very fond of this P320. And since I published the review, I've probably got close to 1,000 rounds downrange in this P320 just from training with this high-speed gear battle belt, shooting matches, practicing that sort of stuff. Here again, zero malfunctions, and so that's something good to be said for that P320. But you know, way to go, Sig. I'm starting to become a little bit of a Sig fanboy, almost against my will, but you know, I spent enough time with those guys. They're good to go too, so I need to give Sig a shout out for all that they've done to kind of help support Range Hot as well as High Speed Gear. Y'all, that's about all I got. It's Friday afternoon. I'm gonna tell you what, it is hot as fish grease. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to get in the house and cool off a little bit, but wanted to kind of get my thoughts out there. So if you are considering any kind of updates or changes or upgrades, I would certainly recommend checking out what High Speed Gear's got to offer. I don't think you would be sorry. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch the videos, read the articles. Please give me feedback, good and bad. You can always find me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, all the social media stuff. Give me your feedback, good and bad. I could really appreciate that. So that's about all I got. Look here, I want you to take care of yourselves and each other, and I look forward to seeing you at the range.